What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Now, before I get started, I want to give a shout out to a brother who is a realtor or a licensed realtor in the state of Maryland, the DMV area. It's a group of brothers that are selling houses. And one of them is called Derek Drake, right? And he has a website called Derek Drake Buys Houses. So if you're interested in checking out some of the properties he has in the DC area, check him out. The first comment pinned to the top. Tell him O'Shea Duke Jackson sent you. And check out Derek Drake from DerekDrakeBuysHouses.com. We're going to fly all the way to Philadelphia. And I got this story. It was sent to me about a brother who is dating a white woman. All right. Now, nothing wrong with dating a white woman. Nothing wrong with being a brother. But being a black man with a white woman in certain parts of North Philadelphia, that does seem a little bit odd. And I've never been to Philly before, but I do know that Philadelphia is historically still one of the blackest cities in America, with over 50% of its population, or at least close to that, being black. In certain sections of North Philly is hella black. Can I get a "oh my God" sound effect?
Oh my God!
Now, I do know Temple University, which is a legendary university, is in North Philly, so they could have been there. But, story time music. So, they were walking, holding hands in hand, feeling like lovebirds, when all of a sudden, ass whooping sounds. A black woman shows up and starts whooping her ass. Keep the ass whooping sounds coming, right? Now, stop the show. Why did she whoop her ass? Well, according to the girlfriend, who we won't show, she says this: "Stay music. It takes her seconds to drop the fact that what's the problem with being white in the neighborhood? White women shouldn't date black men." Okay. Now, after she grabbed her hair, pulled it to the ground, and yanked it, she also says this: "Stay music or sad music. I can hear my boyfriend just like screaming to get her off me. She is digging her nails into my neck until I can't breathe anymore." She stopped, and as I see her do that, I can see her pull out a gun. I was like, this is how I die. This is it. This is how it is. Now, that is a sister. We will not show the handgun. But what's interesting is this. Supposedly, the lady is over 6 foot tall. The dude that you was with yelled like a biatch and didn't help you. So much for protecting white women, right? I think maybe, let's go back to this. If it's North Philly, it must be his neighborhood. Is this like an ex-girlfriend of his that has decided to, get in the funk here? Or is it a random black chick? Okay. I think that it's probably somebody he knows or something like that, right? But I will say this. If this sister has a problem with black men dating white women in Philadelphia, which is, heavily Muslim city, black Muslim city, Nation of Islam is deep there, North American Moors is there, a lot of people was in Philly. Then the question becomes, why is it that black men are dating white women? All right? Like, that's what we're dealing with. Like, it's a question that a lot of people don't want to talk about in black America. Why is it that black men are dating white women? I mean, I understand that a lot of sisters don't like it. Okay? Some sisters don't like it at all. I get that. Right? Some sisters do not want black men dating white women. Even if they have a chance to date white men, they'll do it. But a black man dating a white woman is hurtful. But why? That's the situation, is why. And I believe we always come back to what these brothers complain about. Now you can say that some of them are dusty and can't have a strong black woman and all of that, but again, these complaints that African American men have levied against sisters in general have been ignored. I won't get into all of them. If you listen to my channel, you listen to the Manosphere, we know what they are, right? We know the issues that black women have with black men. I believe black men have listened to those, okay? But the thing about it is when black men, because see, I think the relationship between black men and black women is this. Black women want black men to listen to them, but black women don't want to listen to what black men have to say. I think that too often what happens is about, listen to what we have to say and forget about what you're saying. So what's happened is a lot of black men don't even waste your time. All right. So what you're seeing now is a lot of black men, they don't comment in the black manosphere. They don't comment on posts dealing with black men and black women relationships. They just stop caring. Right. And I think this is what a lot of black women know. Like the brothers that are going back and forth, making content or making comments on social media about it. Those are the black men that care to a certain degree, even if those black men are saying, well, I got me a Becky and I'm happy. The fact that you had to say that, you still care. There's some black men out there that cannot be saved when it comes to dealing with black women anymore. They're done, right? They have stopped talking about it. They have don't even address it. They have no words in the situation. They don't even waste their time, talking about the black community. They've just moved on. And see, it's these group of guys who are the biggest threat. The ones who say nothing, the silent majority. And like a lot of black men who, have certain means, and they've kind of given up on getting a certain level of femininity. A lot of black men think that it would be like getting a needle in a haystack. So what's the point? Let me just go over and do this. So when sisters see it, and then obviously most of them will not attack a white woman like this. And we know that, but you will get the looks. You will get the stares. You will get the other things a lot of black men receive from interracial dating. And then you wonder why. Well, that's because when black men have these issues that have been discussed, a lot of sisters don't think that they're at fault. So when those black men go over to white women, then it's also you have so much smoke for white women. It's you black men can't control yourselves. You can't handle a strong black woman. You're weak. All of these different things. And then it goes back to, well, what about the conversations that black men were having or trying to have with you? And then those got ignored. Because there are a lot of black men that just not coming back. And a lot of sisters, for the most part, it's easy to roast people in YouTube comment sections, but for the guys that are just dating who they want to date and not talking about it, and you see it, for a lot of them, it hurts. And I think that for those people who are so concerned about what other people are, if it's about what they're doing or why are black men dating interracially, I think that the dialogues between, gender roles in the black community and what's going on, it can happen. It can happen respectfully, because a lot of times in conversations, what we see and what we get is disrespect. Now, even me, when I bring on people to my channel that may differ, in my opinion, even in the black community, everybody I bring on, I don't share the same perspective on my King Guy on the YouTube channel or on this channel. But one thing is for sure. Family. The one thing that is definitely for sure is I try to give people a respective voice. And a lot of times you can't have these conversations in the black community without their names being called and, you're this and you're that and all this stuff. So a lot of brothers just, do their own thing. And until sisters really take into consideration why these black men are going dating white women and other women, and without using those shaming tactics that have been, that are exhausted now in the black community, then this is going to continue to happen. Not, fighting or anything, but the leaving of black men that you could be paired off with will continue to happen. Well, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell, check out the first comment at the top. And as you know, the buffoonery remains at all-time high.